because we're working in this intuitive way where you're learning to trust the process, you're learning to trust yourself in the process, which here's the thing, trust is not built because you do it right every time. Trust is built because you do it, and even if it fails or it's a disaster, you get up and you do it again. And you realize that you can learn and you can figure out how to problem solve. That was something I didn't understand for years. I kept thinking that I didn't trust myself because I had a painting not turn out well. And I thought, oh, I can't be trusted, I guess, to knock it out of the park. When really that is not real trust at all. Real trust is about the longevity of it. It's about knowing how to problem solve and all of that. So if we're learning how to paint that way, then watching this subject matter appear, I agree, is totally magical and mind-blowing when you have it happen. Now, to think that it's going to happen every time is sort of setting yourself up, because, like everything, it's a hit or miss. But that is also part of the process. I think one thing that we don't realize when, let's say, we're making a painting, we're waiting for it to emerge, it doesn't really emerge, or what does emerge we don't really like, or it doesn't turn out. That isn't a failed experiment. That is a learning experiment. And even though you may not get a product that you like, you're learning things along the way that you're maybe even not consciously registering. So becoming committed to doing it over and over and over again, you're really committing to give yourself the space and the time to do exactly what you were talking about here, creating a push and pull with depths of space, of balance, of composition. I know that might be an unsatisfying answer, but it's the truthful answer, that you learn how to create that push and pull by actually pushing and pulling and doing it. If you push it too far, then you've learned what too far is. And if you don't push it far enough, then you can reflect on that later and say, well, maybe there was a painting there and I just didn't quite go far enough. So maybe I can go further next time. All of these things are really what an art practice is about. Overworking something, whether it's just with paint or paper, every artist, no matter how advanced they are, how many years they've been doing it, they're still going to have those paintings where they realize they've overworked an area. It's part of the process. If the objective is this ideal where you think you'll always know the answers to the composition or the balance and never overwork it, well, then that's just it's just a mistaken ideal. It's unrealistic, because the realistic answer is that you're always going to have those occurrences where you'll learn something more and new. So just working with it, work with it, and then get up and work with it again, which is why, really we got into this because we loved it so much. So that works out nicely, that this is actually how it works. You just get to do it over and over and over and over again.